Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Today we got a nice little deck review. These are the Expert Back playing cards, Distressed Expert Back playing cards by the United States Playing Card Company. So let's take a look at these cards. The box, the front, it's got the bicycle. It's got the Ace of Spades, but it's more of a vintage Ace of Spades. It says Expert Back playing cards. Take a look at the side. Heritage Series made in the United States of America. Here's the back design for the cards. On the top, standard size Heritage face. And the two sides are the same. The bottom's just got a little bit of info. This deck was made in 2012. So you can see it's got the smaller size tuck case. So let's take a look at the back of these cards. Here we go. So they are a one-way back design, which is kind of nice if you're looking for something like that. But they're distressed, so they're made to look old. So no, these cards aren't rotting or anything like that. They're designed in a way to make them look older. So some people like that, some people not so much. But you can see this corner has got a little bit more than this corner. So when you fan it out, you can see that. I do like the fact that all the backs are uniform. That's not the case with the faces. So the faces, to me, that's not a very pretty spread. Even if you're just going to lay it out. Because all the faces aren't the same. You can see some of them, like these guys, are a little bit lighter than some of these guys. Whereas, like, all these are pretty much close to the same. So, yeah, I don't know. Here's the Jokers. The ad card that's pretty classic in the bicycle deck. This one happens to have a back with it. But it's got that distressed look to it. And then this bicycle getting the game with the back design with it. I really like this Ace of Spades. Now, it's got the big bicycle there, the giant pip in the center. It says playing cards. I love the feel of it. I also like how it's not as dark as something like this. I think it gives it a little bit more character, makes it look a little bit nicer. They are not standard pips and standard faces. They're close. They're very close. But they do kind of have this old-timey feel to them. The pips are a little bit smaller. And you can see not all the cards have the same distress, fading little aspect to it. So I think that it's a cool little unique deck of cards to have. If you're looking for that unique, different little look to the cards, you know, they shuffle just like any standard deck of bicycle cards. Fanning is pretty good too. So the shuffling, I gave it an 8 out of 10. You know, fanning an 8 out of 10. That's pretty consistent with the normal bicycle deck. I do like the fact that it's one way, so you get two different fans like that. I think that that's kind of cool. Spreading, again, pretty typical. The Pharaoh, they're not traditionally cut. So a brand new deck, it's not impossible to get the perfect Pharaoh. But again, keeping consistent with the standard bicycles, I gave it a 7 out of 10 for the Pharaoh. The design, I don't know, I've got some mixed feelings about the design. If you're looking for just a kind of different design, something that's a little bit more unique, this is definitely pretty cool. But in terms of practicality, am I going to go out and perform with this deck? Probably not. I mean, I've gotten some mixed reactions, people saying, oh, that looks really cool, like, whoa, that's neat, like, those look old. Which is always kind of neat. So if that's your style as a magician, maybe these cards would work out for you. But at the same time, they're not super practical. I don't think. The only thing that I would maybe do with it is, do like a change from an old deck to like a brand new deck. Something like that could be kind of cool. So if you want to pick up a deck for that, I think that would create for a unique trick. It'd be something that isn't always seen, because you see like, oh, go from red to blue or blue to red or whatever, but you don't really see something like, oh, take this old deck of cards and change it to a newer design. So I think that that would be kind of cool. I think the idea of it and the actual design of the card back, I think it's super cool. It's just that the distress that, I don't know. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. An overall rating on the deck of a 7 out of 10. It handles pretty well. Would you use it for cardistry? Again, probably not. Is it a terrible deck to have? No, I don't think so. I think it's a great deck to have. And again, if you want to get that unique trick, I think it could be kind of cool to take this deck and say, oh yeah, we can change, an old deck to a new deck. So this old vintage feeling deck, and it transforms into a brand new deck. I think that that could be kind of cool. So again, it's all about your style. If your style is more old-timey, maybe this deck could work for you and you could incorporate it into a performance and use these cards as you're doing your magic. It's not so much my style. That doesn't mean that they're bad cards. I think they are cool and they are unique. Would I perform a trick with it every once in a while? Yeah, probably, just kind of breaking it out, maybe in more of a casual setting with some of my friends, some family, things like that. Springing, and things like that. Pretty good. Keeping with the classic, it's pretty much a standard deck of bicycle cards. So, that's the classic 8 out of 10 for the spring. So overall, a pretty good deck. Definitely something I would consider looking at. If you like the look of these cards, if you think that they look cool, if you think that they're unique, I definitely check it out. So thanks for tuning in to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Be sure to like the video, leave a comment below if you got something to say, because that always helps me out to make these videos better for you guys, because in the end, that's really what it's all about. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.